I'm Nick Shell, and I'm here to help you. This is the year 2017. We're new in the year here, and people are still kind of sorting out New Year's resolutions. All the cliches like gotta exercise more, gotta eat right, gotta lose weight, gotta get out of debt. And that's all good stuff. Firmly believe in that, firmly support it. But today I'm going to present one to you that is maybe even more important than those, because this one you can actually stick with and do all day long, thanks to just watching the few minutes it took me to make this video. And here it is. This year in 2017, you are not going to allow anyone to hurt your feelings. Yes, that's as simple as it is, but that is as heavy as it is. Can you imagine the power over your own life if no one was able to offend you? No one could hurt your feelings, in other words. Can you fathom that power? Now, I can expect there to be some skepticism, say, well, Nick, I'm thin-skinned. You don't understand. I'm not like you. I'm not walking around in confidence and all this stuff. You know what? It doesn't even take that. It's more of understanding something this simple. Other people have power over your emotions only as long as you give them that power. Can you process that? Do I need to say that one more time? Other people only have emotional power over you as long as you give that emotional power to them. They can't offend you or hurt you without you allowing them to. You have to give them the green light, you have to give them the permission, and then they could. Like, for example, someone right now could say to me, hey Nick, you think you're some kind of cool guy with your YouTube video. You don't know nothing. You hardly have any subscribers. You're wasting your time. Okay, so someone could say that to me. It could be whatever. It could say, Nick, you got a big nose. Or you got wrinkles. Whatever it is. Nick, you're old, man. You're almost 36. You're old, man. Whatever the insult is, and whatever category it is, for that to affect me emotionally, I have to let it process from that person. That hurts my feelings. I don't like what I'm hearing. Hey, I'm a victim. You're a bully. I have to give them that role. I know it's almost politically incorrect what I just said, because I'm almost downplaying the fact that there's bullying going on. But here's what I'm saying. Whether it's a kid in junior high, picked on because he's skinny or whatever reason it is, or whether it's an adult like you, who people have a tendency to hurt your feelings every once in a while, you're giving them that power. You are. Now, here's how I know this for a fact, because I've tested it out on myself. I've been doing this YouTube channel for a while, and I experiment on myself. So I did a video back this summer, and I challenged the free world to insult me. I said, do your worst. Whatever you want to say about me in the comments, please insult me with the true intent of offending me. I'm inviting you to hurt my feelings. Well, can you imagine where this went? Not a lot of people even tried. I mean, there were a few on there, but no one could really take it seriously. Why? Well, for one, if I'm egging it on and said, hey, offend me, hurt me, no one's going to, right? Because people tend to try to, even if they are, and not all the time are people trying to offend you. A lot of the times, they say something not meaning to offend you, but it offends you anyway. So whether that's their intent to offend you or not, it's a lot harder to insult someone who is clearly not going to be affected or offended by it, right? But still, that doesn't change the fact that people are going to say things that are going to offend you, even by accident. Even just a casual comment can still have that effect over you, as long as you let it. Okay, so going back to the video I did this summer, and you can look it up on my channel if you really wanted to. I think it's called the You Can't Insult Me Challenge. Okay, but no one was able to offend me because I didn't let them. See, I make a daily decision in my life to constantly forgive people. Constantly forgive. Not waiting for people to do something and then thinking about, should I forgive them? No. Constantly forgive everybody. And it's as simple as even driving to work. It can be easy to take, oh, he pulled out in front of me, and then get upset. Your emotional level changes over something someone did. And then as your response would have any thing to like that can change anything other than making your own day worse. And I think that's an easy example we can all relate to, because we've all been in that situation where someone upset us while we were driving on the road. But what if you were me? What if you were Nick Shell? And when people do that stuff, it doesn't affect you emotionally. It doesn't hurt you. It doesn't aggravate you. It just doesn't do anything. Because why? Because who controls my emotions? Nick Shell. In case you don't know my name, that's my name. Nick Shell. I control my own emotions and no one else. I would have to give them the ability to do that. So imagine a life where no one has the power to offend you because you don't let them. It is a personal choice. Now, how can I prove it other than telling you that I made a video inviting the whole world and no one did? No one offended me because I didn't let them. How can I prove this? Well, I can prove this pretty easily by showing you the opposite of that. I mean, right now, think of somebody in your life, and it's probably pretty easy to even think of someone on social media that you know, and they're just constantly offended. They find, it's almost like they find ways. They have a talent of finding a way to be offended, right? Someone has already come to mind as soon as I started that sentence, right? Okay, so you're thinking about that person. So let's process that person for a minute. If someone's constantly always offended, one idea is that they don't have a lot of belief in themselves. They don't have a lot of confidence in themselves. That's one theory right there. But another is that they give a lot of people power over their emotions. Anyone blows at them, you know, and that totally changes the pace of their day, right? Because they give everyone else power over their own lives. But I don't do that because I'm conscious about it. I make a decision. So here's what I want you to do. This is my challenge to you in the year 2017. Yeah, if you want to do the diet and the weight loss and the money thing, do all that. But I say this is one of the most important New Year's resolutions you can make. To commit to, from here on out, not allowing people to offend you. Whether they mean to or whether they don't. And it could well be that at least half the time they're not trying to offend you to begin with. But from here on out, the rest of this year, and of course from there on out, no one is going to hurt your feelings. No one's going to rub you the wrong way. No one's going to offend you. Because they only do that because you let them. You give them power. So, in closing, here's what you're going to do. You're going to commit from here on out. Only I control my emotions. Those people don't control my emotions. They only control it as long as I let them. Someone can only offend you if you give them permission and power over your life. You know, there's a lot of things I can't control in life, but for the things I can control, I keep a close eye on that. I stay on top of it. People aren't going to control my emotions. I'm not going to let them control that. There's a lot of things I can't control, but what I can control is my own emotions, and other people's comments and views or whatever, that's their thing. But it doesn't affect my life. I want to challenge you to do the same. If you got any comments or questions you'd like to ask me about my experience, because I started out about a year of realizing this, that hey, I can do this. I want to try this. And it didn't take very long before I realized, wow, this is actually great. My life is less stressful, less anxious. And it's not about, well, I don't care what people think about me. No, that's too basic. This is more intellectual than that. It's beyond not caring what people think about you. It's not giving people power over your emotions and your feelings. That's what it's about. So, let me know if you got questions. I want to help you because this has helped me. I self-taught myself this. No one gave me an idea. I just decided, hey, that would be something I could probably do. Let's see if that works. It does. I'm not an exception to the rule. I'm not thick-skinned. In fact, most of my life, I probably was pretty easily offended. And then when I realized I can take control of my own life just by not letting anyone in my life offend me anymore, especially people close to me, imagine that. Imagine not letting people who are even your family offend you. Your spouse, even if they can't offend you anymore, imagine how much easier your life is. I'm living it. I know. And I'll never go back to letting anyone control my emotions. My name's Nick Shell. I'm glad you spent nearly 10 minutes of your new year watching this video, but I do think it's worth it.